hurts, doesn't it? The truth is probably one of the most painful things we don't want to experience. And here is one of the experiences, statements they give from my clients. Not only did I have a great life, but I had great parents. They were wonderful. Well, then why are you here? Why did you do the behavior? The life-diminishing behavior of this right? And this is what happens. This is how life as we want it to be, but this is life as it is. Right? Yeah, huh? You thought it was good ice cream. It's not. This is the truth. And the truth can be very painful. The truth can be liberating. However, it's the mind that fills in information. So when you're a kid, and you guys know, you're going through the social emotional development stages, right? What we see as kids is we're going to create a life so we can get through it because we don't want to admit that our caretakers are what? They have flaws, right? They have flaws, and they're human. What we put up here as kids, right? They're our gods. They're the first people that go, you're going to help me, you're going to guide me and love me and meet all my needs, and therefore, guess what? I have nothing to worry about. But when they fall short, we do this as kids, we go, you got to be kidding me. Wow. So you're falling short of your responsibilities. And one of the topics that I want to touch on with my next book is this: is the parent that stays. Hello? Yeah. Is the parent that stays in the home? Or is it better to have the parent with you in front of you, ignore you right here, or is it better to have the parent that you never meet? Does that make sense? Yeah. Which is better? The fantasy parent or the one right in front of you that just right straight forward just says, I don't see you, I don't know you, I'm gonna neglect you.
Yes, the one in front.
Boy. Right? That's a huge one. I did a poll and it was like 50-50. I looked at the fantasy parent, right? Some guys, no one right in front of me, this is here, I think. Okay. Big distinction between emotions and feelings. This is the distinction I gotta make with clients. Emotion is the interpretation of an event, how we take it in, and how our body reacts. Okay? Feelings is tactile. Everybody says, I feel like. No, like is an adverb. I feel as though. No. I'm experiencing the motion of. So that's a big distinction. So I'm really emphatic about this one here. Okay? I can feel stuffed because I ate too much, and I can have the emotion of anger because I need not to because I've been working on a diet. Right? So see the emotion connected to the feeling. So there's a whole difference. So I just threw that out there just to give you a little distinction as to what that really means. Here is the I would say the crux of my work. Needs. What is a need? Okay? Everybody says, what am I needing? And I ask that question, so I don't know. I don't know what a need is. Well, here it is right here. The desired outcome of an individual tries to obtain through social interaction with another person. What am I going to get out of the situation? My need to be here is to contribute. My need to be here is to learn. My need to be here is to gather information to make me a better person or a therapist that I can be, to learn from you. That's my need. Your need is to contribute, to learn whatever your needs are. So you're getting something out of this, otherwise you would not be here. Everything we do on this planet meets a need. Example, my drug offenders. When they say they use drugs, I said, why are you using drugs? They go like this. Because I'm dumb. No, that's a judgment. Judgments are illusions. Because I'm stupid. No, that's to tell me anything. Who did you have drugs? Who did you use drugs with? Oh, the bad people. All right? The bad people. No, they're people. So instead of we judge it, I'm getting something out of by using drugs. So when someone says, why don't you go to school? You know what they say? Because I'm lazy. No, lazy takes effort. To not move takes a lot of effort. If you're making a decision, I'm not going. And then when we get underneath all the muck, they go like this. Oh, I'm scared to look dumb. Thank you. Or I'm scared to fail. That makes sense? So when you get down to the point of the truth, that says very scary, guess what? Now we know. And guess what? The truth is what? Scary, uncomfortable. We don't want to look at it. Because guess what? That reminds me of who? The parents where they neglected. Okay? So, there's a need. Needs-based method. That's a therapeutic model I developed by writing the book. Okay? The process that used to find the truth behind a specific behavior. Why do you do what you do? Why do you marry the man you married? Women go, because I loved him. No, there's more to it than that. There is. And then we go down, and we go down, and we go, okay. Guess what it reminds me of? Okay? Okay, same with the guys. We don't fall in love, we fall in need. Okay? All that stuff, all the foo-foo stuff above the table is great. And then we get down when the dust settles, the natural you, right, is in front of the other person. Going, oh, here I am, my naked self, and there you are, your naked self. And wow, I got to deal with this. Okay? A person using drugs is a perfect example. Okay? I'm using drugs to meet a need. The need usually is emotional safety. If you're told you're a loser, if you're told you were worthless, you were told that, you know, I should have put a bullet in your head, these are some of the things I've heard over the years. What does a child do with that? Okay? The great out is to take some artificial stimulant and do this, so I can escape and go, wow, I don't have the emotional experience of anything. I do not, oh, that's nice. Let me do this again. Because you know why? Because it's wearing off. Guess what? I got to keep doing it. It's like going to the gym. I got to keep doing it because it's wearing off. That's why this need to what? Use drugs or artificial stimulants. The need to do a behavior to accomplish what? Survival. To get through it. That's it. No, okay, really basic here. Okay. So, here's what it looks like. Stimulus comes in. All right? You are a worthless child. Ouch. That's going to create, I needed to revamp the feelings or the emotions. That'll activate the emotions. Emotions of anger, frustration, confusion, right? You get enough of these events or stimuli, guess what? You're going to be overwhelmed or depressed. This takes time, all right? How many hits can a person take before they create this belief system that I am unworthy? If I'm unworthy, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to perpetuate the belief and go out there and do something that's life diminishing. I will, in other words, you will pay for my pain. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. You'll pay for it. Mm-hmm. I'm upset. If they don't care, then why should I care? I'm going to take your purse, right? I'm going to abuse my girlfriend. I'm going to do this to you. I'm not going to listen. I'm going to do road rage, all this sort of thing. We will pay for all this. Okay? Another one, same thing. All right? All this is telling you is this. The stimuli, you have to understand what the stimuli is. How does it impact you? What need is being met or not met in that moment, right? And then we get an empathy for that moment and let it go. So one of the reasons, a lot of my guys have years and years of emotional and physical abuse. What I get them to do this. Who did it to you and why? Why would a parent tell a child they're worthless? I don't know. Well, think about it. Well, get where they come from. So let's have empathy for their parents, right? Well, that makes sense. So you're paying for their pain. So understand your frustration with that so we can let that go. Okay? Empathy, validate the experience, let it go. Okay? So you don't hang on to a belief system that's not true. It's called the meaning-making machine. Ladies and men, your boyfriend, he texts you, right? No, you text him. Well, you want a response in 2.3 seconds. It's been 2 minutes. It's been 3 minutes. What the? Right? So it is. And I did this to a college class, and they're like, yeah, the girls go, yeah, I want to respond to that. I need to know that he's validating me. If he doesn't validate me, what does that mean? Well, then you have to ask the girl, where does that come from? Maybe he's in class, right? But we make the whole thing up until we ask the question, honey, where were you? I was in class. Oh. So I made the whole thing up. We make a lot of stuff up. Always remember this. Ask yourself, am I making this up? Let me ask the question before I make all this up, before I go into this whole emotional tantrum about what I thought was the truth. Okay? This is needs. When certain needs aren't met, guess what? This is what it looks like. I'm going to give you a whole list of needs. It's on your sheet. Okay? Here's the big one. I call that an emotional enema. I do. I do not have someone go down the need sheet unless they're ready for that moment. Because here's what I ask my client. Tell me what you did not get from that caretaker. And have a sheet. Just pick what you didn't get. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's more, up to 20. This is what your life looks like on paper. These are the needs you never had met as a child growing up. This is why you do what you do. Now attach the emotions to this. Boy, we got 15 or 20 emotions running. Okay? Now, how's the person going to look? Someone hit him with a stick, or beat him with a stick, okay? So this is what this looks like now. Here's your needs inventory. I gotta keep pushing, I say, one of these fancy ones. All right, big one, autonomy. Taking someone's choice away, I've discovered was huge. If you take your choice away, what are they going to do? They're going to dig their heels in. If they dig their heels in, they're going to show you. They're going to make you pay for you taking that away. A lot of guys on my caseload and private, like they had this situation that went this way. You have no say in my house. You have no say growing up. So you're taking the choice away. Guess what they're going to do? They jumped out the window, joined a gang, and found one. That's simple. When they got back in the house, guess what? Got pummeled again, none of this, so they will find a way. And guess what? And that's when I hit them. Here's number two. Some of this, they don't even know what this looks like. They have no clue. You ever been hugged before? No. Has your father ever bonded with you? No. Ever asked you how your day was? No. So we have to go over this again. Just more needs that were never met, right? Here's one. Because of that, I should put this one last, but this one here is, because of that, your self-worth is in jeopardy. Your self-respect is in jeopardy. Authenticity, you know, I don't like myself because these two sections weren't met. Now here's the third one. This is the big one. This is big. One more time. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Respect, connection, support. Here's the big one. Trust. Equality. Being heard's a big one from caretakers, right? Appreciation. Here's a big one. Affection. Oh, do you like me, Mom? Do you like me, Dad? Predictability. Are you going to show up? Are you going to, change my diapers, or are you going to take me to school? Contribution. Emotional safety is big because are you going to come through the house? Are you going to come to the house drinking or drunk? Are you going to swing out? Another one, friendship. Big one, validation. Notice me, see me, family. Okay? And just more mental stimulation, understanding. A lot of needs never being met. Special energy, another set of needs not being met. But when they are met, guess what? We're the happiest people on the planet. Self-expression is a big one. Stopping someone from doing what they really want to do. Huge. They don't know how to play. Hence the term man-child. No clue how to play. Just being fun. Okay? Survival, typical. Survival is food and shelter. That's all I know. Well, if I give them food and shelter, then I did my job as a parent. No, you got to talk to them. Be nice, right? Honor, respect, family. All right, secretive home. Choose. Okay. Here is what happens to the. This is where the limited beliefs come in. Spells and curses. All right. It's words that are phrases that are said to you that allow you to make a belief system that I'm unworthy to do anything or to try anything for fear of failing. Most people that I know are fear of failure because what my parent told me. You are not worth anything. Guess what? So I will not what? Move. Because if I move and I fail, then they're correct. I'm not taking that chance. I am not budging. I'll stay just like this, not do anything to live with my mother until I'm 50. Right? Collective unconscious, here we go. Ideas and beliefs that we have in the culture. All right, how do we see ourselves? Right? Everything is so under the table as we navigate in the world that it really drives us. And we don't really see it unless we wake up. So my goal with clients is I've got to wake them up and see where they are, why they are, right? So they can handle the truth one day, so they can move on. That's the whole point. Okay? Need is preserving a need. Some guys, I had a guy who he decided to do crime because guess what? It made his need for choice. Because he's been told what to do his whole life. The police tell him what to do, the courts tell him what to do, probation tells him what to do. Guess what? This one moment, it's worth me to take something that's not mine, be it a bank or whatever the case may be, and I'll possibly get arrested. But guess what? I made that choice. Very interesting. I said, so a lot of things we do is meeting a need because we're getting something out of it. Be it life affirming or life diminishing. Okay? So as I burn through this, do we have any questions?
Wow, that's amazing. Great.
Yes, sir.
I can perfectly see what you're saying, and I totally agree with it. However, the behavior over time.
Little background
May
before,
not be
okay,
predictable
I guess one of my
because
proudest
you
moments
have
is writing the book,
parents
but
that
nobody
behave that
never
way.
goes out of style.
The choice of